You might have thought that that looked kind of odd because I just did that on a Monday, but honestly, this weekend was just so great that even though it's over, there's nothing that is going to get me down about it. I won't go so far as to say it was perfect, because honestly, there is no such thing as a perfect weekend. But yeah, it was that good, ladies and gentlemen. And I am just feeling so good right now. So good that this is probably the first time I've ever said this for a very good while. Happy Monday, everybody. Yeah, the weekend may be over, but you know what? I'm going in with a lot of optimism, and you guys should too. So, first off, I would like to make a quick apology to any mothers on Facebook who I didn't get to wish Happy Mother's Day individually. Know that I'm very sorry that I did not get to you, and hoping that you're watching this, know that you are in my thoughts, and I mean that in a good way, not in a bad way. And I really hope that your Mother's Day, whether I wished you Happy Mother's Day or not, was filled with all the love and splendor that you deserved on your special day, because it is your special day. In fact, I actually posted this on a person I'm following's wall last night. If International Women's Day didn't already happen, I think it was like in February or March is when International Women's Day is. Anyway, if International Women's Day didn't already happen, Mother's Day might as well be called International Women's Day, because that's how special it is. Sorry if it looks like I'm taking it a little too seriously, but what can I say? I love all the mothers in my life. I mean, obviously I love my mother, I love both of my grandmothers, I love my godmother. I love, my aunts who are mothers. I also love my friends who happen to be mothers as well. Nothing wrong with that, because you know what? I just want to thank you for doing what you do. But, you know what? I'm actually going to recommend something as a belated Mother's Day gift for all of you in a minute, but hold on. So, honestly, there's a lot to look forward to this week, but one thing I'm looking forward to most is the weekend, because my cousin, who also happens to be a mother herself, and I actually remember wishing her a Happy Mother's Day, is getting her son, who technically is also my cousin. Actually, I can name my cousin. I can name what her son is. He doesn't have a Facebook yet. He's actually getting his birthday is this weekend, and he's actually getting a christening, or if you're of the Christian religion, baptized. His name is Oliver, and he doesn't have a Facebook because he's obviously, a baby, so, he doesn't, so I can say his name is, he's only a baby. He's not going to get embarrassed or offended by this. At least he shouldn't anyway. Anyway, his name is Oliver, like Oliver and Company from Disney. Or, if you want to be really obscure, Oliver the Tank Engine from Thomas the Tank Engine. Yes, I watched Thomas the Tank Engine when I was a little boy. What can I tell you? Thomas the Tank Engine was great. Some people had Sesame Street, some people had Barney, but me, it was Thomas the Tank Engine all the way. I mean, I was a guy who liked colors a lot. I liked coloring a lot, and I liked trains, so you combine trains that come in assorted colors. How is that not going to appeal to me in any way, shape, or form? In fact, honestly, the one thing I didn't like about Thomas the Tank Engine was when I was really little, my favorite color was green. and Thomas the Tank Engine is blue. So that did bother me for a little while, but honestly I was just so enamored by everything else, and I really hope I use the word enamored right, that I did not even care in the slightest. I was so happy to watch Thomas the Tank Engine. You know, and the best part is, every little mini short, you know what's actually kind of funny? One day back in college, this is like back in 2011, I actually got bored one afternoon, so I actually looked it up, and pretty much all of the Thomas the Tank Engine shorts are on YouTube. I'm going to try and find a link and put them in the descriptions up top. So, yeah, you know what? That's my belated Mother's Day gift. You know, Thomas the Tank Engine. You now have something for your children, provided they are obviously young enough, to be able to watch it and enjoy it. And again, and honestly, the coolest thing about the Thomas the Tank Engine shorts is that they're narrated by George Carlin, the guy who said the 7 words you can't say on television or radio, which are bad words. And George Carlin was kind of a risque comedian as well, which kind of makes me wonder how he got the job of Mr. Conductor or the narrator. Wait, what am I talking about? If you find any of that risque, then there are actually some of those shorts that are narrated by former Beatle, Rock Hall of Fame legend Ringo Starr. At least I'm pretty sure he's in the Hall of Fame. If he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he should be. To be honest, all 4 Beatles should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh, and just so you know, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr. Yes, I know the names of all 4 Beatles. And honestly, the Beatles changed the face of rock and roll, so you should know who they are too. You don't really have to, I guess. I mean, I did just because my father's a huge Beatles fan. My brother's a huge Beatles fan. You know what? Excuse me. I'm a huge Beatles fan. I love the Beatles. The Beatles are awesome. So, you know what? That's another belated Mother's Day gift I can give to all you mothers out there. Have your children listen to the Beatles. You can't go wrong with the Beatles. You know what? Oliver and Company, that's Billy Joel music I just recommended earlier. So, yeah. Disney movies, Thomas the Tank Engine, and the Beatles are all things I recommend for all mothers to give their children to watch and or listen to and or sing to. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of that stuff because it's great, and I'll be honest, some of that stuff really did help shape the sort of optimistic, sort of nice guy that I try and be. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of other influences. I mean, if I really wanted to go into depth as to my inspiration to try and be nice to as many people as I can, and this is going to sound rather repetitive at this point, or repetitious at this point, I gotta go with my grandma. Actually, grandmas, they're both still alive. Knock on wood, they're both still alive. Wait, yeah. And yeah, they're both very nice. They're both very nice, and maybe someday you'll get to see them on these videos. But only time will tell. Although that does remind me, my grandmother, on my mother's side, I mentioned, lives out in Vegas. Don't worry, after I made my video yesterday morning, I immediately called her. But I had to leave a message because Las Vegas is 3 hours behind New York. And it was barely after 7 in the morning when I called. So, yeah, I had to leave a message. But I totally did it immediately afterwards. Although I gotta remember to save that number because I'm getting really kind of sick of looking for it on my phone. Anyway, that's really about it. I hope all of my... Wait, there actually is one thing I have to say. To a special someone who's about to be a mother very soon, I posted on her wall yesterday a short little sweet message, which I'm glad you got. I'm just going to say this right now. This is the second time I wrote something nice about you and your husband on Facebook. And it's the second time I've had to hold back tears. I'm so happy and excited for you guys. But that's a story for another day. Now, that's about everything I have to say. So, like, favorite, share, and please hit that subscribe button. I could use the support. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down, do whatever you want to do. And to all my viewers and all the mothers out there, I'm humbled that I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy today. I'm hopeful that we all have a wonderful day today. And remember, if you guys ever want to talk, or if you guys ever want to chat, I'll always be here to lend an ear, and I'll always have your back. So take care, and enjoy those belated Mother's Day gifts that I gave/suggested to you. Take care, everybody.